You're watching Taste of Victory.
Well, it's about time. People have been waiting for a ban list for a minute now, and it looks like Bandai has finally announced that it is going to be revealed soon. It's going to be announced on October 17th, so that's just 4 days from now. It'll go into effect October 27th for Japan and November 17th for us. So there's a little bit of a delay for it being in effect for us there. But predictions, the most exciting part for any ban list season that everyone loves. We're going to see what people think need to be restricted. So right now, by far, the best decks are like Belphemon and Shine Greymon specifically, especially Shine Greymon. Belphemon doesn't seem to get too much hate, and it seems like there's ways you can play around it, and it's not like incredibly as fast as Shine Greymon is. But a lot of people are really tired of Shine because this thing is way too fast, way too cheap, massively efficient at destroying your board while climbing and while attacking, because if it's inheritables, it's an insane deck. So a lot of people are expecting to see a hit to this because not only is it really good here, it's still good in Japan. Japan is like, what, 4 to 5 sets ahead of us? They are on BT 15 right now, and they are still topping with Shine. But Shine is crazy, so people really want to hit what would you hit here. A lot of the prediction is around BT 12 Marcus. This card can turn itself into a Digimon at the start of your main phase. When this thing becomes suspended, one of your Digimon can Digivolve into a Greymon without paying the cost. So I think for that reason, this thing's either going to get hit to 1 or banned, because I think we are at the point where the devs have got to understand at this point that printing stuff continuously that lets you evolve for free is just not healthy for this game. It can be, maybe, but the way that they've been implementing it so far is just not good. HBD, it's limited to 1. Why print this thing again that gives another deck free evolution? Especially to one that has so many powerful resources like a Greymon deck. You know, just by that name alone, you have so many tools you can use to go into for free. It's ridiculous. So this card is insane. Not only can it be attacking for game, that attack for game helps also set up game by letting you digivolve into something else for free and clearing board in case something goes wrong with that security check. Like, this card does a lot. And also, in the Ultimate Cup, the alternate format that Digimon has, the alternate competitive format, one of the cards listed at 1 is Marcus Damon from BT12. In the past, I think it was the last ban list actually, we saw that a lot of the Ultimate Cup, ban list changes were kind of previews to the actual list we got. Where Garurumon X went to 1, the promo Grand Kuwagamon went to 1, which they were previously at on the Ultimate Cup ban list. So that was kind of funny seeing they're kind of making the Ultimate Cup official. So a lot of people, myself included, are expecting a Marcus Damon hit here, going off of that repeating itself. So Marcus Damon might go to 1 as the hit to Shine Greymon, because people are complaining about this in Japan, people are complaining this about here. Shine Greymon might be a little bit too good. I think you probably are going to see this card getting hit. Otherwise, I don't know what else you would want to hit that is able to slow down the deck enough to make it free enough for others. You can maybe hit the other Marcus, or you can hit one of your Rise Greys, but there are so many other Rise Greys, and even a Geo Greys, a couple of them, that play stuff out for free, that I really think a hit to those would be negligible. So what you will have to hit would probably be the Tamers if you actually want to be something like of a good consistent hit. Maybe this plus one of the options that plays it for free, because you got what? You got 2 more in addition. You have Sunrise Buster, now you have these 2 new cards. I believe they both play out Shine. Yep, they both play out on Marcus for free. So maybe you hit like a Rise and one of these, or a Marcus and one of these, if you really want to be aggro with it. I don't know. But I think most likely what we're going to see is seeing like the Ultimate Cup list put into effect, which is putting this to 1, because we saw that happen already before with green and blue. Other than that, people want an emergency hit immediately to the new Garurumon introduced in X5. Here I have DigimonCard.dev, which is run by Orange Swim. You could donate to them here because this is an incredibly valuable tool to the Digimon community. But if I pull up X5 here, Animal Coliseum, I believe is what it's called, they introduce a new blue and purple line for the X antibody version of Garurumon, and this Kai right here is a menace. When Digivolving, so first of all, it draws 0 from Garurumon, so it's like you already have so many good Garurumon cards that evolve for free to cycle. But then you also have when Digivolving, draw 2, then trash 2 cards in your hand. If Garurumon or X antibodies is Digimon Digivolution sources, gain 1 memory. So sometimes you're already doing that for free, meaning you're profiting, not reducing a Digivolution cost. That's already absurd. Inheritable, all turns once return when this Digimon with Garurumon or Omnimon and its name will be deleted in battle by returning 2 non-DGI cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck. Prevent that deletion. So not only are you cycling through your deck so fast, seeing the things you need, getting effects off of the trashing, you're also having ways to recover and not worry about deck out, which would be one of the good counters to you. This is absolutely just a ridiculous deck. And the reason a lot of people hate this card is because in BT15, it synergizes very well with the new secret rare in the set, which is Apocalypse, because it helps it set up incredibly fast. When this card will be played by placing up to 3 cards with Dark Master traits and different names from your battle area or trash under this card, reduce the play cost by 4 for each card placed. So you get to play this dude out for a really cheap, what, like 6 to 8, somewhere around there. And then end of your turn, once per turn, by placing one level 6 or lower card from your trash as Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, activate one of the on-play effects of the card placed by this Digimon's effect. Then for each level 6 card, Digivolution card is trash the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. So this thing is trashing like 6 to 8 cards at any given turn between inheritable. Like I've seen people mill up to 13, I want to say, even. I've heard the horror stories between that effect and between inheritables when attacking stuff. And then you put Belpham on, I believe it's sleep mode that has a protection underneath one, so then you can't even, get rid of this thing with effects. So this thing is incredibly annoying in Japan. And if we look at their meta right now, this is Digimon TCG card guide, which basically keeps track of topping Digimon lists across that area. So if we look at that, with color of decks, you can sort by deck name. We have Apocalypse being by far the best deck in the format with 17 wins, followed by Anubismon, which is a crazy card, and then we have blue-purple Garurumon itself. If we look at the Apocalypse decks, we are going to see a lot of that Garurumon X in there as one of the engines. You see it, there it is. You also have Analog Boy, Analog Youth, there it is again. We see a bunch of decks that are running it right there, right there. Like, it's a very, very fast, efficient card. So basically, the ban list previously, they hit the where Garurumon promo to 1 is kind of invalidated now because Garurumon is just absolutely insane again. When I heard we were getting another X antibody line immediately after we just got the promos hit, I was very worried, and it seems like that was for a good cause because, yeah, I kind of just made it busted again. Very odd timing to do that. I'm sure these sets are designed very far ahead, so it kind of just ended up that way, but I think this is one of the reasons we need specific regional ban lists. Otherwise we have awkward stuff like this coming up where the promo wasn't really terrorizing Japan because they didn't really have access to it. It was a magazine promo at the beginning of the game, so only until very recently when they reprinted it in a set have they seen the card seeing play over there. But for us, it was terrorizing us for a year straight. So I really think we need regional ban lists to address that, because to them, maybe it's not a big deal. But for us, it's again, we just got through this guy, and now Garurumon's back. So people are all like Garurumon card game and all that, if you haven't seen my latest video. So it's just funny how that ends up working out. So people want an emergency hit, because that just came out one set ago in Japan, but people hate that card. They know they're not going to touch Apocalypse. People want this card banned as well, because this thing is ridiculous, what I just told you. This thing protects itself, mills like 20, you can't do anything, and it's just so uninteractive and feels terrible. So people want this thing banned, but it's a secret rare, which is really expensive. So a lot of the value of the BT15 is coming from that card. So there's zero chance they're going to hit this right away. Unless people are really stop playing the game because of this in Japan, which I don't know if they have or not. Probably not, which is why people want the Garurumon hit instead. But also the Garurumon is just incredibly generic. Other stuff is running it like crazy. It's going to be homogenizing a lot of deck lists, so people don't like that. But you see there as well, Shine Greymon is also still doing well. Red and Black Greymon is again also still doing very well still, so some people want to hit on that. I truly don't think you need to hit the Shine Greymon, this Black Greymon deck. I think it is a meta call why it's doing well to these wide boards and stuff that can block all these attacks. And decks should do well past their introduction. You should have decks that last a long time, I believe, so casual players have something to keep playing with and don't need to constantly update. I just don't think they should be as good to the level of Shine and stuff like that, or Garurumon X when that was the best deck. So I think this deck is fine. I think you truly do not need a hit. If you touch anything, I don't know, maybe, I don't know which, I would ban the Greymon X Virus to 1. This card should just not exist. It's really annoying seeing that 1 of, and then they just win because they tempo you so hard because of that, and now have so much protection. So if anything, I'll just put this back to 1. A lot of people hate the training boost because they think they make the game a little bit too consistent, and you just see everything all the time. So I don't think we will see a hit towards them, but a lot of people would like them to go to 1, which I think, honestly, I do genuinely think that would be reasonable because they are such crazy, consistent momentum shifters, and then to be able to just Digivolve for free, they encourage hiding in your raising area, which is something people really want the game to move away from and play towards board more. But these cards are very good at enabling hiding and raising and just coming out and doing your stuff, because you get multiple of these out for free, just Digivolve for free. These cards are dumb. I would very much love for them to go all to 1, the training boost. But that is my predictions, and that is my wish list. I think we're going to see Marcus go to 1. I think we're going to not see much else besides that. We really haven't seen too many impactful ban lists in a while, because that last one was just hitting decks that have been not too good for a while, but kind of future proofing. Now it makes sense why we got that Weregaru hit after it already fell off with the introduction of Black War Greymon, because this new cards would have made it even more ridiculous. But other than that, I personally want stuff that makes stuff for free go to 0. I want HPD ban to 0. I want Marcus to 0, not to 1. I would like to see an emergency Guru X hit just to help Japan with their incredible ridiculous Pokemon situation. And other than that, I don't know. I genuinely don't think you need much else being hit right now. Let me know what you guys think though, what should be hit, and if I'm missing something that's very obvious. If we look through the reactions right now, a lot of people, yeah, want Garuru hit. They want Blackwater Greymon to 1 and BT13 Titan 1. I don't know if I agree with that. I think it's in a fine spot, especially as Power Creep keeps coming in. Yeah, a lot of that. People want like Greymon cards hit. It's basically that, and Gabu X. So that is going to be it. I would really, more than anything, like a huge sweeping ban list hitting all the trading stuff that I said. But there is not much else for me to say. I got most of what I wanted to get out of the way, and that is a general recap of why people want some of these things hit. Let me know what you are hoping for, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days to talk about the updated list. Thanks, and until then, I'll see ya.